Hi, welcome back. This is part 2 or part 1A. We're talking about supplies that you needed to gather up. And I thought I would go and do a quick video so that you're ready for when we actually start pasting this in and compiling all the pieces that we need for our little journal that we're making. So as you remember, we're making an accordion a little junk book. I don't know what you call these. It's not really a junk journal, but it's a booklet. So a paste book, maybe. Anyway, so we went ahead and we created this in the past video, part 1, and put this foundation together. So, and then we were talking about getting supplies together. So I'm using an Alice in Wonderland kit from I believe it's Dreams, etc. So I had originally just printed it on paper, and then I thought that maybe because the base was the foundation pages were card, so I thought paper would be okay. But then I decided that I'm going to print it also on card because they are going to be pockets and flips and things. So the card stock that I have isn't really cardstock, but it's about a 68-pound card paper, thicker paper. I'm not sure what it's called. There's a name for this stuff. I'll try and get the name of it, and I'll link it down below of the actual paper that I'm using. But it's cream color, and it's about a 68 weight, so it's not too thick like a card, but it's thicker than paper. So anyway, what I've done is gone through and cut out all the little pieces and figured out basically how many pieces I was going to need. Because, like I say, when you think you have enough, you need more. Well, I always do anyway. So I kind of have to calculate everything. So what I did is I went through the booklet and I figured, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 folds, which would make 10 pages. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, are you seeing that? Sorry. So 10 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4 in all that have to be covered. And then we have the other side that has to be covered as well. So we'll times 10 by 2. So we get 20 pages in total, front and back, that need to be covered. So I make sure that I have enough decorations and ephemera and papers cut out so that when I add, I'm going to have enough when I get started. So it's always better to have more than not enough. So also remembering that we're going to be putting ribbons and trim and stuff on there onto the pages as well. So that's what I do because that's how I kind of need to get myself a little bit organized. Not that I'm terribly organized. So the other thing that I do too when I'm going through it is I select what I think I might use for a cover. So I've decided that for this little booklet, I have decided. I can always change my mind, but for now I have decided. So that on these two pieces for front and back, I think that'll look really cute. So depending on what style you're going for, but go through that and figure that part out. The other thing is that some of these pages that I've got here, I'm going to put a lot of pockets on because I have a lot of tags and things that I'm going to put inside. So count those out as well and make sure that you're going to have enough to go in. Little pockets, like, like that idea, or, whatever you're thinking. For me, something like that, right? So make sure you've got enough things for tuck if you're making pockets, but you don't have to just make pockets. You can also make Let me see if I got something here to show you. Like a little flip up. So I've got this little piece of paper here. And I'm just, when I didn't cut it all the way out. And most of these things that I haven't cut, I have just torn with a ruler. And the edges are a little rough. I did a little fussy cutting. So I might just want to put him on a page like that. And I've got others over here that I can do more fussy cutting. There's words and things like that that I'm going to use to embellish it as I go. But back to this, besides having pockets and pockets and pockets, you want to sort of switch that up a bit. And so when I was cutting these out, I kept that in mind and left some of the page margin on. Or when I cut them out, I left pieces, because it doesn't really matter what this looks like, because it's going to be bent over and folded back. And then that'll just give me a couple of things that are different from a pocket, right? I mean, pockets are great, but sometimes we might want something besides a pocket. So thinking of things like that. So flips that would go that way, or flips that will go from the side. Or just more things that you can add instead of just pasting down pockets and having things tuck into pockets. All right, so I think I've pretty much covered everything that I wanted to catch up on here. So gather up your stuff, print it, I would say, on a lightweight card. Or heavier weight paper. Cut out all your bits, have it all ready, figure out what you actually need, and get yourself organized so that when we start putting the papers together and putting the things in, we're ready to roll. So what we'll do next is start putting these pages in here and gathering up what we want to put in. So trying to keep myself organized, so I have my tuck stuff in here, my pockets in here, my other pockets here, and then these little kind of flippy-do guys in another pile, and then trims and cutout stuff in another pile. That's how I organize. We'll come back later and put on things like the laces. And I'll go through it with you as to some of the things that I have done. And you can follow along with me. So I'm letting you know this now, just in case you want to do the same kit as me. You might be able to order that digi and get your pieces all cut out for when we carry on. So the next, like I say, it's, I believe, from Dreams, etc. I will find a link for that and put it down below for sure, so that you know which kit to get. But you can use whatever kit you want, or papers from magazines, whatever you want to use. You can do whatever you want to do. So that's what's next. And like I said, I'll start putting these in now, and adding these little pockets and embellishments and things that I want. I'm not going to do the cover yet. I'm going to put those aside so I don't mix those up and use them, but I'm going to start cutting out more pieces. And with this kit, there's also some words that I wouldn't mind to maybe use. So especially this one. Now, the other thing that I did do with this kit, because the book is fairly tiny, it's only about 6 by about maybe 4 in total width. So I did print these on 2 per page, 2 digis per page. So they are smaller than what I had originally intended, like that. That's what I had originally thought I would use. And then I'm thinking that's too big. I might use the words, but basically that's too big for what we're needing. And this is how I've reprinted it. So it was 2 of these on a page of 8 by 11. Okay, so hopefully that's going to be a quick vid just to catch you up and get all your pieces together. And I'm going to do the same, and then I'm going to start organizing my booklet and start pasting down. So we'll see you soon. Okay, thanks for joining me.